Okay guys, got something to show you. The ReadyLift SST 3.5 inch lift kit. This lifts your truck 3.5 inches in the front, 2 inches in the back. Can't wait to show it to you. A good packing here, the foam wrap pack. Read some really great reviews on this kit. Can't wait to install it. Instruction manual. Give you a couple of cool stickers here. Some bump stop replacements. It's pretty nice. Tie rod ends. And something cool about these tie rod ends is that they're at an angle. So if you know anything about lifting these trucks with a standard torsion key lift, the geometry of the front end changes. And this kit, the reason I bought this kit actually is because it comes with new tie rods. Not only does it drop the differential down a little bit with these differential drops here, but it comes with new tie rods, and this tie rod end angle is set up so that the geometry is correct. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Fully boxed upper control arm. I like that they're silver, they'll match the truck. ReadyLift. Bushings are already installed. That's really nice. A lot of kits on the market, you have to actually press the bushings in. The upper control arm. You can see, I'll just give you a side profile here. This is how it helps the geometry of that steering when you lift it up. I'll try to show a picture of a stock upper control arm versus this one once I get stock arms off of my truck. Standard hardware on everything. I mean, everything here looks very quality. Very beefy tie rods. These are probably a 1/4 inch, maybe, larger than the stock tie rods. Very cool, very cool. Nice powder coated torsion keys. This is your differential drop spacers. This drops the front differential down to keep the geometry of your front end working correctly. And here are your rear lift blocks, fully powder coated. Let's pull a tape on these to see how tall they really are. They say they're 2 inches. Let's see. Right at 2 inches. Beautiful. Got new U-bolts for your rear end. I mean, guys, everything in here is as I expected it. I mean, this looks to be a really great kit. I've installed rough country kits. I've installed the Cognito kit in this application. I'll say this is probably the most complete, well thought through kit that I've seen as far as a torsion key lift goes. So we'll see how the install goes. I don't know if I'm going to do an install video on this one or not. I may just do it before and after. We'll see. But yeah, this looks like a great kit. I'm ready to show you guys what it looks like on the truck. All right, so what I've done here is kind of set up a little jig to show the difference in the ReadyLift upper control arm and the stock upper control arm. So you can see how much more lift the ReadyLift upper control arm will give you over the stock arm. So what I've done is I've essentially set both of these at flat. You can see this is running level, this is running almost level, not quite flat. But back end, I put a level which is centered up on this bolt location here. We can measure how much of a lift we get out of this kit. Gravity's at the control arms. So it looks like we are running at about 3 1/4 inches of lift that the ReadyLift UCAs give you over the stock UCA. Again, look at the profile here. Up to. You can see how important when you're lifting your truck with torsion keys and changing the geometry, you can see how important it is to use aftermarket UCAs, because if you don't, just imagine this having to sit way up here and what it will do to your ball joint angle. And it will wear out very quickly. Okay, so here's the after installation measurements. And what I did was I marked a line here on a piece of blue tape, just an arbitrary point. Before the lift, we were measuring 46 7/16 inches. After the lift, 49.5 inches. Now we were measuring right at 50 inches. I backed it down 1/2 inch to keep the angles where I wanted them and the geometry of the lift, or of the parts at an angle that I was comfortable with. So I'm going to go under here and show you guys. There's the CV shaft angle. Very manageable, almost flat actually. I think stock was right about at this angle. And then here is the tie rod, which is at a steeper angle, but again, we make up for that with the angle of the tie rod end. You can see it's perfectly plumb at the bolt that goes through the knuckle. You can see the differential did drop a little bit. It'll look flat here, so we're going to have to drop the skid plate down about 1 inch to clear it. But overall, very, very impressed with the geometry here after what will be a 3-inch lift. All right, quick shot of the rear 2-inch block after installation. You can see they left a lot of excess thread here on these U-bolts, which I'm probably going to end up cutting off at some point. But that's really my only criticism of this whole setup. The rear was increased in height right at 2 inches. And there's a shot of the new Bilstein.